Hello and welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to study about dissociation of acid and base. In other terms, we can also say the ions from acid and base. This topic is from CBSE Standard 10 from second chapter. So in this, we are conducting one experiment in which we have taken one beaker. Into that we have arranged one electrolytic cell. These two are nails which are connected with the wires through a battery and bulb and switch. So when the current will pass through this, the bulb will glow. When we are switching it on, the bulb will glow, and as an electrolytic solution or as a medium of electrolytic cell, we have taken diluted hydrochloric acid. So when we are taking a diluted hydrochloric acid, when it is mixing with water, the HCl's ions will dissociate or it will decompose, we can also say like that, into H plus and Cl minus. We know that electricity will pass through ions. The ions are the carriers of electricity. So if we are taking here alcohol or any other compound like glucose, then electricity will not pass through this circuit and our bulb will not glow, because there won't be any dissociation of ions, or we will not get a carriers of electricity. So if we are getting ions like this in case of acid and base, for example, if we are taking NaOH, then the dissociation product will be Na plus and OH minus. These ions are responsible for passage of electricity. If those ions are absent in this electrolytic medium, then electricity will not pass, and as a result our bulb will not glow. So we need a dissociated ions, which we are always getting from acid or base. We are not getting those kind of ions from alcohol and glucose, because those products won't dissociate and give us ions. So when you are taking alcohol and glucose compound as an electrolytic solution, the bulb will not glow. So this is a dissociation product of acid and base. When acid, you are mixing it with water, we will get H plus and Cl minus. In case of nitric acid, we will get H plus plus NO3 minus. In case of sulfuric acid, we will get 2H plus plus SO4 minus 2. So all these ions are responsible, and they are becoming the carrier of electricity. In case of base also, whatever base you are taking, those bases also dissociate and give us ions. So when our bulb will glow, that says that the electricity is passing through the circuit, and electricity is passing with the ions. The ions are the carriers of electricity. So when acid and base we are taking as a medium of electrolytic solution, then only it is possible that electricity will pass through a circuit. But whenever you are taking a compound which cannot dissociate and give us ion like alcohol and glucose, in that case the electricity will not pass. So how the ionization will happen in case of acid and base is, when acid is reacting with water, when we are mixing acid with water, we will get H plus and Cl minus as a product. When H plus is reacting with water, because H plus ion will not stay alone, or it is not stable alone. So again this H plus will react with water and we will get hydronium ion. This is known as hydronium ion, and its formula is H3O plus. This is hydrogen ion and this is hydronium ion. This H plus cannot stand alone, so it will react with water and we will get hydronium ion. So complete product from this HCl plus H2O is H3O plus plus Cl minus. H3O plus Cl minus. In earlier stage we will get this H plus, but that H plus again will react with water, and as a final product we will get hydronium ion. So when hydrochloric acid is dissociated in a water, when ionization of hydrochloric acid will happen, we will get H3O plus and Cl minus. So these two ions are responsible for passage of electricity. When we are taking a base, this is a base, calcium hydroxide, when it is reacting with water, we will get K plus and OH minus. In case of base, this OH minus and K plus will be responsible for passage of electricity. Now, in acid, H plus will be there, and in base, OH minus will be there. So this H plus ions are responsible for acidic nature of acid, and this OH minus ion is responsible for basicity of base. Earlier when we were discussing a litmus test for acid and base, I have explained you that this H plus ion are responsible for the litmus test. If acid is moist, if acid is along with the moisture or it is in the aqueous medium, then only it will dissociate and this H plus ion we will get. So when we are testing an acid, then we are taking a blue litmus paper. Blue litmus paper will come in contact with H plus and it will turn red. So we will say that this solution is acidic. So this H plus ion are responsible for the acidic nature of acid, and this H plus and OH minus ions are simultaneously responsible for litmus test also. So if a bifurcation product or a dissociation product is giving you OH minus, then it is a base, and if dissociation product is giving you either H plus or hydronium ion, then it is acid. And these two ions are responsible for their acidic and basic nature. Also, we know that acid is giving us H plus and base is giving us OH minus. So, H plus and OH minus will react and will give us H2O. So, this H plus is nullifying basic effect of OH minus, and this OH minus is nullifying the acidic effect of H plus, and we are getting H2O, that is water and that is neutral. So that's why H plus ion of acid and OH minus ions of base will react together, and this reaction is termed as neutralization reaction because they are giving us a neutral product. They are nullifying each other's effect. So these ions are responsible for neutralization reaction also.